Clearly, folks, Joe Biden is not okay. Not physically, not mentally. But anyone with eyes can see that something is not right with him, right? No one ever focuses on his partner in crime, cackling Kamala Harris. She's had a lot of questionable moments so far in office, but it might be her greatest clown show came during her recent interview with Craig Melvin on the Today Show. Here's just one of those clips.
Why has the administration not been able to get Senate Democrats on board?
We are not giving up.
No, but the question was why has it taken this long?
But you're acting as though it's over.
Well, I mean,
It's not over.
So it's going to happen by Monday.
I'm saying it's not over, and we don't give up. We don't give up, and we will not give up.
Bizarre reactions. What is going on inside that head of hers, that dazed and confused head of hers? Here to break it down for us is Kamala's angry and confused interview. To break down that interview is behavior and body language expert, former U.S. Army interrogator. He joins me now. Gregory Hartley is here. Gregory, great to have you back on the show.
Great to be here, Grant. That's a great clip. I love that one because there's an automatic redirect in that. If we talk about Kamala Harris for just a minute, there are a couple of things that you'll see. She uses both hands. You saw when she's talking about Mosby to illustrate what she's thinking when she's doing it right, and then uses a hand to point off. But in this case, she doesn't. She starts off with kind of a slack face as she's attacked with this question, and it's kind of a confusion look. Then she comes up with the answer she's going to use, a redirect. We have not stopped yet. We did not give up. And then you'll see her face start to hold her forehead up to ask for approval. And you see her blink rate increase, which indicates fight or flight. She runs with that redirect, and then her lips compress to hold back some kind of information, and then she purses her lips to condemn. It's classic Kamala Harris.
The information she's probably holding back is that it's dead. She knows she should say it, but she doesn't want to say it. You know, here's what's interesting about that clip, Gregory. It was the first time I saw her, and I think she was acting. She almost seemed like a little girl, like she was hurt that he would ask her that question.
Yes, absolutely. That slack face is that hurt. I'm either shocked, I'm surprised, or I'm off-put that you would ask me that question when the face goes. Yeah, exactly.
Is she acting?
Great read.
Is she acting?
I think she might be surprised. She might actually be surprised that he asked that question because it's a tough question for her.
All right, she's going to be surprised about this question. I was actually shocked this guy asked legitimate questions. I don't even call them tough questions, just legitimate questions.
Yeah.
Here's one about 2024. Let's listen to this.
Are we going to see the same Democratic ticket in 2024?
I'm sorry, we are thinking about today. I mean, honestly, that I know why you're asking the question, because this is the part of the punditry and the gossip around places like Washington, D.C. Let me just tell you something. We're focused on the things in front of us. We're focused on what we need to do to address issues like affordable child care, what we need to do to ensure.
So there have been no conversations about 2024?
The American people sent us here to do a job.
Gregory, I see her not making a lot of eye contact through that.
That's right. She doesn't make a lot of eye contact. Her blink rate goes through the roof at questioning. That's fight or flight. Hey, I'm feeling stressed from this. She stammers as she tries to navigate what to say. When you're feeling stressed, you lose your cadence, your normal cadence, and you lose your ability to structure language. Watch her close her eyes and eye block to escape as she comes up with the answer and to escape that scrutiny. And then she goes to be Kamala Harris again and starts using both hands. And then she uses a single hand to release those bad rumors. This is an interesting one. I think he's under her skin here, and he knows it. Watch his face.
Is there a way to take away from her answer what the real answer should be, or whether she's lying or not lying?
Well, I think she's hedging. It's hard to say someone's lying without going and getting her nailed down to force her into a point where she has to give details, because you have to look at the way a lie is structured. But certainly hedging. She certainly didn't have an answer. That would roll off my tongue if I knew I was going to be the running mate in 2024. I'd say, there's nothing to that. It's just garbage, and just push it aside. You didn't see that. You saw stress, and you saw her blink rate go through the roof, and good indicators that something's going on inside her body.
All right, they're going to get mad at me for running this last one on COVID tests, and then a real quick assessment from you on the back end.
Sure.
Let's roll it.
Yep. Thanks.
The 500 million tests that have been ordered that are going to be sent to every American, do we know when those are going out?
Shortly, though they're going to go out shortly.
Next week,
They've been ordered. I have to look at the current information. I think it's going to be by next week, but soon, absolutely soon, and it is a matter of urgency for us.
Should we have done that sooner?
We are doing it.
But should we have done it sooner?
We are doing it.
Let's turn the voting rights here for a moment.
Gregory, can you do this in 15 seconds for me?
Oh, yeah. Well, easily. Shortly, soon, we are doing it. That's all she said. The entire thing. Her body language, never mind. She didn't answer the question. Very simply. Just redirected and left
Gregory
it.
Hartley, always great to see you. Fascinating stuff. It's one of the favorite segments of our viewers, you coming on, so I appreciate when you do it. Have a great weekend, Greg.
Love doing it. Thanks.
Grant Stinchfield is on Newsmax every night, fighting for the America First agenda.